Hello everybody, Andrew Casey at Hypersanity Audiobooks. Today I'm just going to touch on a video real quick, from point to point, pros and cons, and it'll be a nice fast video, but different reasons to think about. Should you listen to audiobooks when you sleep, or should you not? There are two sides to each argument, and I'm just going to make this video real quick with each point, and the idea of this is just to consider for yourself whether listening to audiobooks while sleeping is for you or not for you. Otherwise, let's just get into it. Number 1. Slow down brainwaves. Sometimes audiobooks can help to slow down your brainwaves to help you sleep. Number 2. Hypnopedia. Hypnopedia is sleep learning. Sometimes you might learn something when you're sleeping listening to audiobooks, podcasts, other lecturers, etc. Sometimes you may not learn anything. Number 3. White noise. Block out background noise. Some areas are not pleasant to sleep in, so sometimes audiobooks is a good way to escape from the outside noise. Number 4. Lucid Dreams. You ever heard about Dream Warriors with Freddy Krueger? You might be self-aware listening to audiobooks to take control of your dreams. You may end up having some serious nightmares, or you could do what I do. I'm stuck in a checkout somewhere, or a long line, or I'm stuck at the Department of Transport. Take your pick. Don't get into my dreams. Number 5. Who are you listening to?
You have never met anybody like me, and you probably never will, because you're a of a.
Is the person you're listening to helpful with your sleep, or is it someone who doesn't help?
I give you this cream so you can because you're all.
Are there things that are stimulating your brain or setting your moods into angry mode? I feel listening to a lot of Dan Pena can influence your moods.
And everybody you know is a you understand that? Do you know anybody with any whatsoever?
Number 6. Heavy content or unfamiliar content. I feel when I listened to Robert Kiyosaki's book Fake, there was a lot I didn't understand how finance, business, or how our general economy worked, and a lot of it is not taught in general mainstream education. If I was to try to listen to this while sleeping, I think it would have drove me mad, because I wouldn't have understood the complications to subject matter that I don't understand at that time. Number 7. Routine. Have you formed a routine to listen to audiobooks, and a routine that you find hard to break where you can't sleep after listening to audiobooks for so long? Is there something within your routine? If there is a slight change, is it going to affect you long term? Number 8. Ear health. Using too many things like headphones, earphones, or even different safety things like earplugs can also damage your ears over time. Or it could just build up some wax that needs to come out. Number 9. Ran out of battery. Is this problematic to run out of battery through the night? Do you use a power bank to keep your mobile phone charged if that is the way you're listening to audiobooks? Or is there another problem to consider with battery use? Number 10. Story recall. Do you remember anything that you listened to while you're sleeping, listening to something? Or is there something more familiar if you're trying to change your moods? Just say if you're listening to Jordan Peterson, you might listen to someone like him for hours on end, and it may help you to develop your moods and some of your personality for change. There is a different thing to consider to the people we do listen to. Number 11. Sleep quality. Are you getting the proper sleep that you need? Do you need 8 hours of sleep, or can you function on 6 hours? If you're a high-performance person and quite busy, sometimes you should have your 8 hours of sleep as a regular routine. Sleep quality is something to always consider, especially when you're trying to change certain habits. Number 12. Alarm clocks. Do you need to wake up to an alarm clock? If you have audiobooks on your phone and need your phone for the alarm, would that be problematic as a way of disturbing you to have a loud interruption in your ear? Some circumstances may be better for some. For myself, I work night shift 3 days a week. I don't need too much time to have an alarm clock to tell me how to rule my day. I sleep common after night shift and wake up to spend the rest of the evening with my wife. And then I go back for another night, or I have weekends off. Different circumstances will work for different people, and that's what I want to say with all of the videos that I do. Just think about your circumstances and what's best for you. 13. Passive learning. The subconscious mind has a lot of fantastic ways to work, and a lot of people do work well to learn this way. If you were listening to a lecturer that you do enjoy, you might enjoy listening to their audiobook or audiobiography if they are narrating it personally, and that might help you to grow. There are different self-help programs out there, hypnosis therapy. 14. Memory function. Sometimes your neural pathways will activate in ways that you never thought were possible. I've always argued for reading over audiobooks in every argument, and now with some other research, I take to this other argument to compare it to bodybuilders. Using low weights and high reps is considered to be reading and good for your brain. Works 3 areas. The same 3 areas work with audiobooks, podcasts, etc. However, they may work a bit differently, so I look at it as high reps, lighter weight and toning. And therefore, between working your soft muscles and your skeletal muscles, it's also good for the biggest muscle of all, your heart. Cardiac muscle. 15. Multitasking. Multitasking, it may be an effective way. I know there's an argument to say that males can't multitask as well as females, and I think there are different studies that have backed it up and different studies that are against it. Just think about what works for you. 16. Device dependency. Have we lived in an age where we're too dependent on technology? Are we not spending enough time outdoors, gardening, spending time in the worm farm, composting our worms and other material to make black gold? Is there something else that we need in our life more than technology? 17. Sound changes. I have uploaded a couple videos on the original channel where some of the audio was disrupted, and I have had a couple comments complain in some earlier videos between hearing me narrate and listening to some raptor making noise. That's why in the Bruce Campbell video that I did, I lowered the volume for the gunshot so I don't shoot anyone's hearing. So that is another point. Sometimes sound volumes can be different within different audio, and it's not good for your health. 18. Eyes versus ears. I have worked in with many who in the nursing home can no longer see, and they don't know how to read using Braille, and it's not necessarily something that you're going to grow up with for blind people to learn how to do that. Therefore, audiobooks are quite helpful. There are some people who do connect to keep their mind stimulated when they're starting to lose their sight. Sometimes it's just enjoying some activities that we enjoy, and we also know that music helps plants to thrive. What are we going to do to put positive things into our mind to grow? 19. Personal preference. There are different people that we do enjoy listening to, and sometimes their voice can be somewhat soothing, or we may get something out of what they say. I have had some positive feedback with this channel and my other channels where some people have liked the content I create and some do not. There are different things that I'm not going to touch on every point, and I think in this video I've touched on a lot of points. And personal preference is what we need to think about. What is it that we want in life, or what we need? Which brings me to the final and more disturbing point. Number 20, and the final point. Mental health, delusions. Sometimes it's attachments. With the final thoughts, there are some people who do connect to others through YouTube, through different audiobooks and podcasts. And sometimes, well, the video that got recommended today was recommended by someone who connected through my email, andrewcasey@hypersanitybooks.com. Yes, the email is there for certain correspondences, especially when doing certain videos, and this boundary got crossed with being flooded with too much questions and information. And sometimes when you do listen to people that you do like, there can be something as a delusion to thinking the relationship is more than what it is. So within the subject matter of audiobooks, especially while sleeping, there are some people that you should be concerned about and need to set those types of boundaries. Otherwise, that's it for today. Hit like, subscribe, comment. Think about the things that were said in today's video and think about how it applies to yourself. And I will be doing some more videos on different audiobooks, but that's another story that shall be told another time.